Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Stadium game. Hey, I don't want to know. I don't know if I should call it a bug or not. But basically, there used to be a feature where Moira's Chain Grasp used to go through deployable barriers such as Sigma Shield or Orissa's Shield, and in some weird cases, Brig Shield, I think. And so when you selected Chain Grasp, it would hit the shield first, that counts as one hit, and then it would chain to 2 targets behind the shield. And then quite recently they stopped that and Blizzard decided to ruin all the fun. Then some keen viewers of the last video, they noticed that Chain Grasp seemed to be going through Sigma's shield. And you know what? It looked like it was to me as well. So maybe it's back. And that's exactly what this video is about. Chain Grasp versus Sigma. That's what we're going to be doing. I don't know what else I got here. In fact, I know exactly what I got here, even without remembering. Because we can see down the bottom right, we got Stratosphere, which is going to give us... if we hit any target that jumps off of a ledge or flies, then it's going to slow them down and do a little bit of damage. We've got Ballistic Buffer because we're up against a Pharah and a Zen, and Sojourn Railgun shots. It's really good. And then we probably got Weapon Grease just for attack speed because we're on a Chain Grasp build. So going into round 1, enemy team Sigma, Pharah, Sojourn, Mercy, Zen up against ours where we've got a Sigma, a Soldier, and Ashe, Moira, Mercy as we're trying to get that Chain Grasp damage over onto the Sigma through the it goes through the shields. However, our Sigma's a bit low. We're not on a heal build, so I do feel a bit sorry for our Sigma here. But we're just going to be going for the old school Chain Grasp, do as much damage as we possibly can. So we attack the enemy Sigma, who was kind of floating around there. Yeah, not sure if they've... What am I talking about? I'm sure they had a computer issue. I played in this game. I remember them leaving. But don't panic. I'm not going to just play and commentate and upload a 5v4 where we just crush the enemy team, right? So they will be coming back. Spoiler alert. I mean, you just a little bit of common sense with this one. So as of right now, yeah, there's their tank back again. So we're definitely getting a little bit of an advantage in this game, or quite a lot of an advantage considering it's round 1. So we try and chase down the Pharah. Where's my Stratosphere? Oh, there it is. You hear that little like junk crack concussion mine whenever it triggers, and they get a 25% move speed. Now just attacking the Zen here. We were trying to Chain Grasp off of the Mercy and the Zen. Just going to back off from this one. Coalescence over onto the Mercy. The Zen would have changed target there. Get the Mercy down. Sigma also drops. Got to be a bit careful of the spawn turrets now. Stratosphere pop again. It is useful, but one of the main reasons why I like getting it is because it gives me 25 health. And so you could get Armored Vest, you could get First Aid Kit, but having that little slow effect is pretty useful as we get taken down by some well-aimed rockets from the Pharah. But I mean, we're really far in the lead. The only thing that we really lose there is our MVP, because if players on our team aren't dying and we do get killed, then we're just inactive for a long time. And our soldiers also kind of cleaning up here. Just a few more meters. Try and get some healing cash. Oh. Didn't get there in time, and yeah, our soldier just crushed it. 14 eliminations. What can we say? We still get 12,000 cash, and that's a nice amount of cash because it means we can get 3 4K items if we want to. Could also be a bit more efficient and opt to get, yeah, say 2 blues and a few greens in there. So with the cash that we've got available, Shield Buster, we're against the Sigma. It's not so much for his barrier, it's the fact that he's got shields. Zen also has shields. So we're just going to permanently get a 15% attack speed when we're attacking those or chain grasping to them. Now we have a decision to make. 4,500. We could get Techno Leech here. That's going to give us a bit of health, but we're going to get less damage. We could go for Advanced Antibiotics. I wanted to see, can we get Aftermarket Firing Pin and get something else? No, we can't. We could have done that maths in our head, but we just tried and errored it. Wrist Wraps. I want Wrist Wraps probably a bit more than Advanced Antibiotics here, because if we're attacking a shield, we might not be taking too much damage. Yeah. That's what we're thinking about. Even though you get an extra 5% weapon power, we do get some ability power with wrist wraps, but we also get 10 health, which is a huge deal. It's not that big a deal, but hey, look, if we ever survive with under 10 health, that's wrist wraps. So, going into round 2, and while we're running from the spawn, guys, if you could hit the like button on the video, it really helps me out. Also lets me know that you like the content. And obviously, subscribe if you want to see more of it, or just pay attention when we release a video. So, round 2, we're attacking that Sigma shield. We don't do loads of damage, but it's just that constant pressure, and especially if you get an orb going through there. We'll do more damage over onto the Sigma himself with Shield Buster. But also, it allows us to both damage the barrier for the team and hit the tank behind, which makes him low, absorb some healing as we try and get some damage out onto them here. Looking around to see if there's any targets that we could heal. No one seems to be around there. Sojourn looks like she's got Railgun. Just used it. Heal Orb this time. Hopefully use the end of Chain Grasp a little bit. Yeah, I mean, we primarily wanted the Heal Orb here. Sigma's getting very low. Very low. Oh, we get hit by the rock, but we do take down the Sigma, so we're going to fade behind cover. Farah up top. Thank you very much, Soldier. Taking down that Farah. No, we're not going to go there, but we will catch our orb. Get that heal back up. And now it's all positioned to get this Chain Grasp back. Sojourn slides in with 1 health. I guess that's really a thing. So now we're just trying to keep that constant pressure on the Zen, on the tank. Barrier comes up. We don't really care. Big rock. We're not going to go to finish phase off because of that. Because the rock orb facing towards everybody else. We're still going to Chain Grasp over onto the Sigma. We do get the kill on the Mercy with the most high skilled Chain Grasp you'll ever see. Didn't even look at her once. Just attack the tank. And I have had people in the comments say, Arx, you should be attacking the Mercy. Why are you attacking the tank? That's why. Because we are attacking the Mercy. We're not hard focusing, but when Mercy starts to take damage, they quite often like to fly away. And yeah, so we can just put some pressure on the tank as well. And it also keeps the healing over onto the tank. If you attack the Mercy, she can damage amp the tank, whereas if you attack the tank, she's going to heal the tank and you're more likely to survive. MVP, an absolute domination display. 10,500 cash on quite a short round. That's pretty good. Allows us to, if we want, just straight up buy Weapon Jammer. Could also get booster jets, but Weapon Jammer is just better on a Chain Grasp build because you're always getting that attack speed bonus. Plus, you get 25 armor, and you also get debuffing the enemy's attack speed. And as for our second power, Cross Orb allows us to play a bit more squishy, which means we can get more damage to our kit. Question is, what are we going to go for here? Like, Weapon Jammer's good, but then we're leaving 1,200 on the table. Maybe we can sell a few things and shift that around. We don't have enough to get Aftermarket Firing Pin and Weapon Jammer. So what if we just buy all the blues? Well, we can get Techno Leech here. Gives us a little bit of survival. Can't get... Oh, we could get Talent Modification Module. No, not with that. We'd have to get Custom Stock instead. It's awkward with the cash. What are we going to do here? I mean, Icy Coolant or Techno Leech? Techno Leech, you just get more value for your money. Considering Emergency Chip there, but the effect doesn't happen too much. So we do leave a lot of money on the table. I think we could have just gone with Custom Stock and Talon, and that would have been a lot better if we haven't already bought Custom Stock. Yeah, I don't think so. It would have also, the ability power helped out with our Cross Orbal. So, going on to round 3, we've got quite a big cash lead already, around like 12, 13k. Chain Grasp through the shields, gets that Shield Buster attack speed as well. Not, well, just because it's hitting Sigma and Zen, I believe, at the time. Another orb straight through to them. Sigma at half health and probably wondering what is going on here. Like, where's this damage coming from? Look around for some heals, but no one's in range, so back focus that pressure. We're going to have to fade, though, because Zen was doing a bit of damage to us. Oh, Farah up top. We'll, again, put more pressure on her. Get the Farah down. Sigma very, very low. Does get taken down. Zen here. Fire the orb for the Mercy. Chain Grasp, hopefully killing them both here. We get one. Sigma gets one. Our team all over the point. I'll have to wait for them to come back in again. I tell you what, it's so refreshing playing this style against Sigma again. Sigma's been a real problem in Stadium. For me, and for most of the player base, to be honest, since they changed that. But now the fact that he's not invincible behind the shield allows us to yeah, really put some damage out over onto him. And it makes it a bit less comfortable for him to push forward. Obviously we can just fade rocks. Coalescence to try and finish him off. I think he's got something where when he uses that, I don't know what the ability is called, but his little absorption thing, it reduces beam damage. I don't know if he's got that actually. Maybe he's just getting healed. Like we don't have a El Sac Express or Cyber Venom or anything, so it's entirely possible. I want to keep some heals onto our Sigma, but we're only really focused on heal over time. I'd rather get the enemy Sigma down here. Mercy with some big healing, and I think granted some overhealth, but it's going to cost her a life. Fade the rock. Sigma gets taken out as well. And that's 3-0. Why would I upload a 3-0 game? I mean, I just wanted to demonstrate, first of all. But there's more. I'm going to upload a second game for you guys. But I just wanted to show you, okay, maybe it's a one-sided game. And look, let's just we'll watch play of the game, but then we're going straight into another game, guys, so don't go anywhere.
A taste of poison.
Right. I said we'd go straight into another game. We're in there. We've got Chain Grasp. We've got Stratosphere. This time, though, we've gone with Weapon Grease and Compensator. We're maxing our damage for this one. So, on our team, we have Xayah, Soldier 76, Ashe, Moira, and Ana. We're up against Sigma, Tracer, Genji, Brig, and Moira. Much higher skilled players in this game. We're up against Sylve on the Moira as well. We've got Confusion on the Brig. So capable support players. Also played with the Sigma again before. And yeah, this is going to be a much more intense game. Their composition is highly mobile, which is one of the reasons why we went for this kind of max damage thing. We want to really put out the Chain Grasp damage, see if we can pressure over onto the Genji, pressure over onto the Tracer. And also we've got to do more damage. Enemy Moira gone for a cross-orbal build, which, you know, it generates more cash than a Chain Grasp build, like 9 times out of 10. Probably going to have to fade it. Okay, we're expecting a rock from the Sigma when we had our back turn, but oh, wow, nice rock. Healing orb this time, but we're up right point blank against the Brig. We get taken down. Managed to cap 40% of the point at least. Still ticking a little bit. Xayah looks like she's about to go down as well. Sigma missed the rock, did she? Okay, they're just about alive. Oh, Ashe gets taken down. Xayah down as well. Right, okay, 51% on the point. Try and get some healing over onto our Ana here. I'll pulse bomb. Thank you, Ana, for not walking into me there. Didn't want to move forward to the health pack until I knew where the Moira was going, because they could have read that and pushed through. It's going to Chain Grasp. Okay, rock that, take the Mega. Just waiting for our orb to come up again. It's going to have to be a healing orb because we're taking a lot of damage, but the Chain Grasp damage is also doing quite a lot over onto their team. Genji getting very, very weak. That should force them back, allow us to push this Tracer back as well. Another orb there. Sigma's eating them. I don't really care because we're still Chain Grasping. Oh, big rock. And the Nano as well. That's unfortunate. The Nano didn't save us. Our team in a bit of trouble here. Ashe also on fire, gets hit by the Brig Rally. They've used quite a few ults, but I think we also used our grab. Obviously used our Nano. I heard footsteps. Just wait for the orb to fly by. Okay, they're not on the high ground, so there's the Tracer. We're taking damage though, so we can't really stay here, especially not with that orb. We're going to fade it all the way back to spawn. Should really allow our Ana to get a healing, but she'd already moved up the ramp. No one's going to get there in time though because of my play over onto the Tracer. I had to fade forward. So enemy team going to be taking this first round. They've got a 5k cash lead, which is quite big. Enemy Moira gets 12k from that one. 12k base cash, so 15.5, we get 13.3. Nice numbers to look at, but it is a cash deficit, which is not good in a mirror matchup. But we are on different builds. I'm not concerned with the cash difference now. What I would be concerned about is if in round 3, the enemy Moira goes for Chain Grasp, because then they'll just be ahead, because we're probably picking Cross Orbal. And they'll just be ahead in cash going into that round. So That's my only concern with that, but I still think that we're doing absolutely fine. Need to play a bit closer. I mean, I'm kind of going to be doing the same thing. It's up to other players to stick around with us here. Looking at the enemy builds there. Just a quick glance, see if we see anything out of the ordinary. Looks all pretty standard. So yeah, we're going to be going into round 2. Close range maps. Going to definitely favour all builds over the chain grasp, but the shield's big. And that's going to allow us to chain grasp off of it on targets that we wouldn't normally be able to hit. Because they might be behind cover, including the actual main target that we're trying to chain off of. So you do get a little bit of an advantage because you don't really miss the Sigma shield. Like, I mean, I know with Moira you don't miss that much. We heard the Tracer go over to the left side, so just going to briefly support players. But a few of our players are taking damage. We're going to fire a heal orb to them. See if we get some damage out onto the Genji, which we do. Stratosphere also kicks in there. Can we even get over there? Nice anti from the Ana. Our Ana's also very good, by the way. The support lineups in this match are top tier. Fade jump over onto the point. Oh no, there's a bit of damage from the Tracer behind, but the Tracer does get taken down. Thank you very much, Zaya, and everybody else who helped. That Brig. Definitely respecting it. I'm not planning to push that one, but you know, we want to try and do some damage, put a bit of pressure, but I'm not going to hard commit to it. Chain grasp again through there. We're going to fade. We get the rock out of them. And team take the point. So good open. We're using quite a bit of our heals actually there. Applying heal over times like constantly. Sigma's going for us and we've got to watch out for that. Because, yeah, it could be a rock going onto us at any moment. Heal orb off the wall. We're going to use that for a minute. Phantasm from the enemy Moira. Rock was aimed for us again. See, they're targeting because they know that the Zaya is going to bubble one of the rocks. Heal orb. Genji gets taken down. Zaya's going to bubble the rock. So if they use the rock, they get a bubble out of Zaya and they're probably going to get the fade out of me because I'm going to read that it's going for me most of the time. Nano boost comes in with a coalescence. Enemy Sigma does go down. Tracer behind does take down our Ashe. And we're just going to see if we can support our Ana over here. Also deal damage to the flankers. In comes Tracer. Pulse bomb though does connect with the Ana. And wow, actually our soldier's very, very low health. The healing orb was healing players close to us, including myself. Zaya's in trouble. We can't really out-heal that one. Genji also manages to clean us up. So, yeah, a little bit of a mistake. I mean, good pulse bomb from the enemy Tracer kind of kicked that off. But it's where we turned around and looked for the Tracer when, in reality, we should have gone to support the team. Over on the point, get some healing. And maybe with our soldier alive, we could do a bit more. But enemy team are going to be taking this point. Now it's our turn to hold on to this middle. The Sigma, he withdrew his shield there. At least he got it back for the end of that chain grasp. Zaya pushing forward. Moira's also pushing in. We're going to fade that. We're fading the rock, but heal orb this time forward. More damage. Big grab from the Zaya. We killed the Genji with a chain grasp. Sigma also drops as well. There's a Brig here. A bit scared of a rally. Now we've got the two supports both pocketing each other. Brig very, very low. Oh no, we fade forward. Bad time, but luckily we've got our coalescence. Now, we're not on an AP build. We do have a bit of attack speed, which does help us kind of go toe-to-toe, but enemy Moira with a nice little fade jump up top. We fire an orb up there. She's going to take a lot of damage, but she kind of needs to stay there in order to move forward and to test the point. Brig rally comes through as well. Tracer's also behind. We fire an orb. It doesn't really get too much. Genji actually goes underneath to try and kill the Ashe. Doesn't touch the point, but I think we had that in the bag anyway. MVP this round. Hey, we take a little bit of a cash lead, but it's not enough to catch up, I don't think. 12,500 cash. God, I love Chain Grasp against Sigma when it was like this. And is like this now, so at least for a little while, we might get to enjoy it. Blizzard, if you watch my videos, don't remove it. Sigma is obnoxious in Stadium. It's nice that Moira's got something. It's like Sigma's been nerfed because you've probably accidentally reverted this. And I don't think it's a bad thing. Chain Grasp, chaining to two targets, it's not like it just passes through. You lose one of the targets the Chain Grasp hit. So I think it's quite a good change. Or it's quite a good feature to have, should I say. And if you changed it back on purpose, then brilliant, thank you. But yeah. Okay, so we're looking to shift around some items here. Weapon Jammer is really, really nice. The Gadget's also going to help us. So we're going kind of squishy here. So we can get custom stock or we can get aftermarket firing pin. Now, custom stock is worse for our chain grasp, but it's going to be better for our cross orbital. It's more cost effective because you get a little bit, you get 10 health with it. With aftermarket firing pin, you don't, you just get the movement speed. So we get 2 lots of damage stats with custom stock. We get movement speed with aftermarket firing pin, so that's what we're going to go for. Enemy Moira on Cyber Venom with smart orbs as well. So that's going to be pretty tricky to play against. They're on a Phantasm cross orbital. Brig's probably going for some big shield bash build. It's really awkward to play against. But they don't seem to be having too much of an impact this game. Let's try and get that damage out onto the Sigma. We want to finish him off. No, we can't with the... So as soon as he deployed the barrier again, we didn't have Chain Grasp. We went to heal the Zarya instead because we're not going to deal any more effective damage. We did drop our Gadget down, but our Ana does get taken down by flanking Moira. Fired an orb over into the room. We're not going to mess around with that. Like, even if Ashe dies, let's make some payload progression. And also we've got to worry about the rest of our team. It was Tracer. Oh, Moira, bad fade. Not going to have anything for that. It was clearly a blind fade. I probably would have done the same. Just get in there and start putting... Basically, you don't want to be inactive there. Chain Grasp, can we get the Genji down? Okay, this is... Ooh, that rock I think would have hit us, but a Zarya bubble, the very corner of it just blocked it. Drop our Gadget here so we get a little bit of healing, but we're going to have to fade probably. Ooh, we were going to fade back towards our team, but Genji was in there. We tried to cut him off before he got the Mega. Counter Coalescence here as well. Now that Brig's behind covers. Can we heal the Soldier? We've got to save the Soldier here. As soon as Coalescence wears off, we've got a Gadget, which we can use. Damage orb up over onto the Moira should force him back from that high ground. Brig's close by us as well. Does take down the Soldier. We're going to jump into some high ground where we're reasonably safe from the Brig. There's a Genji, however, next to us. Our orb went out of the door. I mean, obviously, because we threw it out there, but we should have really bounced the heal orb in one direction. So the damage orb went out, but the heal orb stayed in. Ooh, that's nice. The little nade there, saving the Zarya and eliminating the Brig. Enemy team catching up with the objective here. Yeah, Tracer around there, grab. Who's stuck in it? It's the Moira. Moira's going down for sure. Okay, now let's focus our efforts over onto the Sigma. 2 beam weapons here. We're going to fade that rock because he's been going for us a lot. Dropped our Gadget here so we can just hold position, but no, wow, we took a lot of damage from the Tracer from behind. That blade is going to kill the Zarya here, but I don't know if the Genji's going to get anyone else with it. I mean, if the Genji's just swinging on one target, they're pretty much going to die if they haven't got any support with them. Even if it's a Zarya, you'll just break through the bubbles. Okay, so enemy team pushing forward. We know there's a Tracer somewhere close on the left. Got to watch out for that one. Oh, wow. Genji Tracer here. Chain Grasp, though, with the heal orb and I think a bubble. Do eliminate one player here. We hear the Brig. Okay, damage orb. Moira gets taken down from the nade. Brig also eliminated. The Tracer sitting behind the Sigma shield, very, very low, but we're going to focus our efforts over onto the objective. Chain Grasp coming in. More damage over onto the Tracer, who's used a lot, actually. Does get taken down by an Ashe Dynamite from range, I believe. Sigma eliminated as well. This is looking very good for our team. Try and get some initial Chain Grasp damage over onto the supports as they push in. Coalescence, expecting them to go for the point here. Where are they? Okay, we'll just heal the Zarya then. We don't really waste Coalescence because we're on a kind of weapon power build. Big anti from the Ana. Brig gets taken down, not having a good game. There's a confusion right now over on the Brig. Let's get out the Sigma roll, put some damage out there as well. We probably could heal the Zarya here, but I think we can just go for the trade or the win. That also works. You know, we eliminate the Sigma here and no one else is really going to do too much there. So the Moiras with the MVPs again. We just got pipped to the damage, to the cash generation even. But roughly the same. So yeah, I'm also happy that enemy Moira didn't go for Chain Grasp. I mean, they're going for an orb-based build, which is perfectly fine. It's just if you do want to win the mirror matchup there, it's like if you've gained an advantage over the enemy Moira, you can kind of match their power and just have more cash. And then in theory, you're always going to get more value. It's one of the strategies that I do like to go is that if I'm behind on cash and the enemy Moira is doing the same strategy as me, I change it because I don't just want to be in like the same powers, the same items, but behind. if I'm going for a full ore build or something and then I fall behind in the cache, I'll probably go for Chain Grasp or something. Or you could go full defensive and get something like Void Hoppers or whatever. So here's a thing. We have to sell one of our gadgets if we want that. We have to sell Field Support if we want to get Super Serum. I think right now I like Super Serum and Alternative Energy. It's just because it doesn't give us any extra health, but we're playing quite squishy anyway. We're relying on Field Support and Weapon Jammer to give us 25 armor each. And yeah, the thing about Alternative Energy is I don't like it normally because it doesn't give me extra health. But in this situation, we're getting the plus 15% attack speed. And we're going to get Ability Power, which is going to help us with our cross orbals. So both damage and the heal orb as well. So I don't care about it restoring the energy. Sure, that's nice, but it's not what we're going for in this build because we're rarely running out of energy unless we're spamming it like now. Okay, so we're standing in front of the Sigma and they just walked onto us and eliminated us. I did see some of my teammates go left, but I thought they were just kind of going to come back main as well. But it turns out I didn't realize I was alone and the enemy team just basically collapsed on us. We fire a heal orb, but we predict wrongly. I mean, we had an option to fire it through the doorway. So now let's just walk towards the Sigma because we're not scared of them. Okay, we've got our Gadget here. Sigma getting very low. Oh, there's more players though. We've got no cooldowns now. We've got to use something. We could have faded out of there, but I wanted to fire an orb first of all. Save the fade and yeah, that didn't quite work. Ooh, I thought Moira then was going to fade onto the Ana. We had a perfect point of view. But the fact that the Ana's a bit isolated is why I went this way, because we could maybe get some healing if they backed off, but they opted to back off into the doorway. Sigma roll. Oh, the Tracer was 1 health. Okay, Chain Grasp damage over onto a few players there. Briggs close by us. We're going to have to get out of here. No rally this time. Maybe doesn't have it. Quite often we find ourselves in that position against these Briggs who go for that kind of stun lock build. And yeah, they use like shield bash, whip shot, a couple of swings, then a rally, shield bash. It's brutal to play against. And we're kind of squishy, so we're not going to do a very good surviving that. Heal orb over onto the Zai. We drop the Gadget ready for the retreat. That does allow us to have a little zone to play in, but also it's going to provide some healing for our team. Sigma in a lot of trouble here. Grab whiffed. That might be the worst grab I've seen in 2026. It's okay, you've done a few good ones this game, so we'll let you off just this once. Okay, we've got our Gadget again. You see, I'm happy that I didn't pick Super Serum here, because even though we get some periodic burst damage, we're getting so much value out of this Gadget. Field Support is just, it's the best Gadget in the game. It basically, in this scenario, gives us a Phantasm heal orb when we don't have Phantasm. Okay, the Sigma's doing a really good job reading these rocks here. We've got no Chain Grasp, so now that the barrier's there, we're just going to leave because there's nothing else to accomplish. Sigma ult comes in, we're going to try and put some damage out on them, heal as we land. Okay, I mean, we survived it. Anti over onto the Sigma with a Chain Grasp as well. Does get taken down. There's a Genji at the back that's 1 health. We will take that. Opportunist. Moira gets taken down. Field Support Gadget. Can we get the kills here? I don't know where the Tracer went. I'm not going to jump down there. Oh, wow, they're actually getting back in. Did not realize this. We got stuck somehow. How did we even... We must have got bubbled, right? Because we couldn't fade because we got hit by the rock. Huge grab made up for the whiff earlier. Let's use Coalescence just because we know the round's over and we might be able to scrape a little bit of healing cash off of our team. 7,300 damage. 11k cash with... Wow, it's not the Moiras this time. Sigma and Soldier putting in some work on that map.
Coming up. Get ready for control.
Right, not the best Chain Grasp map.
Now's the time for
It's
our teams to
pretty
work
good
out
for
their
orbs because you can
strategies.
bounce around corners. There's kind of flat areas on the point. Not that good for Chain Grasp. It can be pretty tricky to figure out where you're going to go. Look at that. We've got 22,000 cash. So that you can go booster jets and then another 11k item, but we didn't like any of the other 11k items, so we're just shuffling things around. Do we really want alternative energy still? Like, we don't need it. It seemed to work quite well for us there. We're keeping Weapon Jammer, that's for sure. We're keeping Shield Buster, that's for sure. Eye of the Spider gives us 12k. Talent Modification Module, what? An Icy Coolant? We could do. That is pretty decent, but we could also just get an 11k item, Booster Jets with Weapon Grease. So, no healed Gadget this time, but we get 25 health from Super Serum, and we get 25 armor from Weapon Jammer, and then we've got Eye of the Spider as well.
Good kitty.
Yeah, deconstruction for our power. So, it's a little bit tricky to work with. I don't recommend too many players try this kind of style. Even I mess it up a lot. But what you want to do with this combination of power and items is get deconstruction primed first of all, just before you enter combat. I can't talk. Just before you enter combat, heal the air or heal a player. That's going to trigger deconstruction. Then you want to fire off the gadget. So press number 3, or if you rebound the key or on console, press whatever key that is. Then fire your damage orb, and then start grasping players. That's the order you should do it in. I know I mess it up. I know, in fact, I do it in the wrong order on this round, because sometimes you press the buttons and they just don't work, or you press the wrong ones. So deconstruction, we use the gadget, now the damage orb. There's no one to chain grasp off of, which is annoying. We do put a lot of damage out onto the Genji, but that's our combo kind of burned off here. Now, for a lot of the game here, I'm not going to be priming deconstruction deliberately. We're just going to allow our natural healing to trigger it, like moments like this. The fade behind them here. Trying to get that chain grasp over onto the Sigma, but his health isn't really moving. So making sure that we heal the Zarya up. We haven't got our Gadget yet. We do use chain grasp. We're going to fade all the way behind. Can we rotate back around to get to the Zarya in time? She's getting a little bit low. We've got our Gadget now. Damage orb, Gadget as well. In comes that damage over onto the Genji. We're going to fade back with just 78 health. We do have Coalescence. Briggs there, very, very low and also on fire. As I said, the Brig not having a good game. They're a much better Brig than, yeah, this game shows. Now 1v1 against the Moira. He's got orbs though. Oh no, Phantasmal, we've lost him. Nano comes in, saves the day. That's just unlucky. We'd lost that one. We got completely bamboozled by the fade. But I was a nade nano. Was it? Or was it an actual nano? I don't know. It seemed to last quite a while. Either way, it's that was enough. Unlucky is all I can say. He played it very well. Okay, we fired our orb, but there's no one to chain blast to around here. The fade, so we don't take too much damage. We are quite squishy. Okay, deconstruction is active right now. Chain grasp and the gadget. Oh wow, the health didn't move. The combo wasn't good. We're going to have to try and rotate all the way around. There is a Moira next to us. Big grab again from the Zarya. You more than made up for the whiff earlier. Can we get over as well to help our soldier out? Genji getting very low. Brig coming in with the bash. No rally again. Okay, let's put some pressure over onto the Brig. Expecting either shield bash or whip shot. There we go. We fade one of them. Oh no, there's the rally. Oh, thank you very much, soldier. Saving us again. And this is going very well. We're up to 75%. Damage orb over onto the Moira. No one else to chain grasp onto those. Sigma's there. Takes a bit less damage when he's using that thing. Zarya's taking damage as well, but the rock went for us. Moira taken down. In comes the Sigma. We can put quite a bit of damage out onto them, even if they're going to hurt some of our players here. Jump around behind. Ah, there's a Brig there as well. We want to heal orb that one for us. The rock comes in as well. We take a lot of damage. Do get taken down. Can our team clean up this point here? Genji Blade coming in. It's going to be close. Sigma's in a little duel against the soldier. Does look like they're going to win this one. Enemy Moira also arriving back on the point as well. I think we lost this one. But we're still up to 99%. Can we save the Zarya on the way out? We fire the heal orb. We've got no heal gadget this time. Nano comes in as well. That should at least save them all. Okay, we've got our gadget with chain grasp. We pop both of them with the nano. That's an insane amount of damage. Moira's health just evaporated. That combo, we probably had deconstruction. That's almost like the maximum damage that you can get. If we had deconstruction active as well with chain grasp, with a damage orb, with the gadget, yeah, there's no chance. God knows what the DPS on that is, but it's kind of insane. Enemy team, they've got a Brig Moira on the point, but that's not going to be enough here. GGs are getting called. Waiting for the Moira to fade onto the point. They don't do that. 8,500 damage. Yeah, 46 eliminations, 8 deaths, 22,000 healing still. We do some healing with this build. But it's in between the chain grasps. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Blizzard, I hope you don't nerf it. Fix it, break it, whatever you want to call it. I think it's pretty good considering how strong Sigma is right now. And guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe as always. And yeah, gonna see you in the next one. If you show up. Anyway, GG. Bye.